Hey guys, so okay, um, earlier this year, actually it had been last spring. It was either the end of April or the beginning of May. I was grading the driveway with the Allis here, with the big grader. I don't know if you can see it, sitting next to the truck there. Um, and it had a system. It was a 6-volt system, and my coil was it would get hot and then kill the tractor. So I had to stop grading in the middle of grading my driveway, and it never got done since then. So, um, anyway, I've had all the stuff to convert it over the years. Many years I've had this stuff. I just never got around to it because it ran fine and everything. But anyway, that alternator came out of a old Chevy junk car I had out here. Should say my son had it out here. We turned it into a yard go-kart for a while, and anyway, that's that. That's where that came from. I had bought a 12-volt coil long time ago. New points, condenser, and stuff like that. And cap rotor plug wires. The cap and rotor and plug wires and new plugs have been in for many years. I just put the new points and condenser in, and I changed the coil out to 12 volt. However, the one I did buy years and years ago, it came from China, and it did not work. So after a lot of goofing around to figure out that was my problem, I'm getting attacked by bugs here. I just went and bought another one at the auto parts store. So, the hot wire to this, this is not a how-to at all, because wiring, I don't like wiring. It's a nightmare for me. I don't like it. There's a lot of half-assery going on right now. But here's the hot wire from the coil. And it has to go through this ballast resistor. Now I had the ballast resistor bolted into this hole down here on this side of the frame, but it got in the way of the clutch, so I just zip tied it up here to add to the half-assery. I mean, the connections on here aren't ideal. I'll probably have to get around to getting new cables for this at some point, because it's still not where I want it. The alternator, that says one wire, but there's 2 wires. One has to get a charge signal and all that. So I did watch a video on YouTube how that guy did his 12-volt conversion on his WD-45, and I just kind of followed what he did. However, he never showed his starter, and I think his starter, I'll have to walk back around. I think his starter is different than mine, and I don't know that I need to have mine like a regular starter with a separate solenoid. Like I said, a lot of half-assery going on. So this is, you pull this, and it pushes this button in, and that activates the starter. Now he had his hooked up to the push button, which I did, and I didn't really understand how that was going to work. And I was right, it didn't work. So I still have to, this activates the starter, and this one's the choke. This runs the bucket. it's a trip bucket, so it's only up, and this only goes up and down, and then it has that big arm up there. I pull and it releases the bucket. This is my throttle right here. So anyway, and then the toggle switch is the on and off. So I'm gonna try and start it now. Like I said, now I don't have it. I got to get 12-volt light bulbs for my lights and redo all that stuff. That's all the old wiring coiled up. I just left it on here and didn't take it out. So I know the wires are they just kind of are what they are right now, but I just wanted to see if it would work, and it pretty much does. And then I had a problem with my fuel too. This connection on here is cracked. That's why there's this clamp on here. So I'm probably going to change that whole line out to rubber line. That's down the road in the future. I have to get a new one of these, the bowl filter. This one is pieced together and actually has a chunk taken out of the glass up in one part of it. I think it's over here. I just filled that part in with the right stuff, and it's holding, believe it or not. So, but I have to replace that too. So there's a lot of stuff I still have to do, and I have to figure out the starter deal, because I would like to go to the push button to activate the starter, and I don't know how that works with this kind of starter. I'll have to look into that more. However, I'll have to try and do this one-handed. So we'll put the switch on and give it a tad more throttle. Not sure if, hopefully, I haven't had it running in probably since last weekend, so not sure if I have to. Well, one thing I do have to do is turn the gas on. So I was talking about the gas, I didn't even think about it. Should probably put more gas in too. So let's hope we don't have to use the choke. Let's see what happens here. Listen to that. Alright guys, I have to actually, you guys can see it. Cupola that used to be on my, used to be up there, now laying there due to a storm we had in the spring. That thing is really big and really heavy. So I'm going to use this, the tractor, to help move it. I want to move it to the inside of that building there, get it out of the way. It's been sitting there all summer. That's just way too much for me to move any other way, and it took me this long to get the tractor going. So, anyway guys, thanks for joining me. Like I said, this is not a how-to, but I did convert it to 12 volt. It's good to go. Alright.